Hi, chat. It's me. My mic decided to cut out when I was saying that. It's me, your favorite gremlin. Hello. It just happened
It
right
just doesn't
now.
want you to win today. It just doesn't want you to win today.
See, I'm like one. I think it might be my OBS because I think it's like a bitrate thing, maybe. Let me check my bitrate right now, real quick. It's either that or it's my internet. I don't know which one it is. Hold on. We're not proud and change to Streamlabs and went smoothly. See, Streamlabs doesn't like me very much. That's why I don't do that. Excuse me. I think I might be getting sick. I don't know. I've been having like a cough that just started, and my sinuses have been running a lot. I hope I'm not getting sick. I would like to not get sick, but we will have to see. But we will find out. I played around with the encoding in the background. Let's see if that fixes it. Anyway, hi chat, it's me, Egg. Today we're gonna play Hytale because I've been wanting to play Hytale. I see a lot of people talking about Hytale, and we have my emotional support bear and my emotional support Italian. Motions. Surprising is sick. Yeah, I kept playing Arknights and more than 40 hours last 4 days. See, I'm mad because everyone at work's been getting sick, and I thought I was safe. I was like, okay, I've been wearing a mask. I've been safe. But like, I noticed today my sinuses keep running, and it kind of felt like I had a fever at work, but it like went away. So I'm just chugging OJ at this point. I have emergency. I'm just gonna chug the fuck out of it. I love making myself a test subject with coffee at work. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Vec? Vec, what the fuck are you doing at work? But yeah, so today we're gonna play some Hytale. I've been wanting to play Hytale, look cool. I want to try it out. I think it'll be fun to play. I'm very, very excited to play it, personally. Consider trying out Infield. Couldn't figure out how to download the launcher. PC5, Google Play, or Epic Games Store, so gave up. I'll wait for NT or something. I kind of want to try Infield, but like I'm already struggling to keep up with the games I currently play that I don't want to risk adding another game to my repertoire. Unless Chad wants me to play Endgame. If you or not Endgame, Enfield. If y'all want me to play Enfield, like I'll play it. Okay, hold on. I gotta add I gotta bring up the game. So, if you guys don't know what Hytale is a game that has a very long history behind it. I've been wanting to try it for a while. And so, today we're gonna try it. I made myself. It feels a lot of content the first week, then it miles out like the other types of games. But it's not gacha factorial, it's factorial with gacha. What the fuck does that mean?
Damn, you even got the moss you naturally grow out of your back.
I don't grow moss out of my back. That's my food source.
We can never know for sure.
You don't?
What do you mean?
Weird.
We can never know for sure.
That's insane. Why am I being gaslit?
Do you not?
You're not
moss on
gaslit.
your
You're just a little mossy bitch boy. You're just a little...
I'll make you into a bitch boy anyway.
Oh, I'd love to know in detail how you intend on doing that.
All right, chat. I need you to turn away and close your ears.
All right, children. Let's all go into the other room.
Hey, what are you doing with that jar of mayonnaise?
Hytale is made by a Hypixel team. I love their Minecraft server. I have over 700 hours
Oh,
there.
I did the blink of the disconnect.
Damn it, why does it keep doing that,
It's
bro?
back already, but
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna bother my manager, maybe they might know what's going on. But Hytale's made by a Hypixel team. I love their Minecraft server. I think I played on their server.
Skyblock.
Skyblock, yes, I have played on it. What the hell's High Guard? What are you talking about, my beloved? I do want to try Factorio, because Factorio looks fun, but I get distracted by everything else. Also, chat, if you hear me, I need to specify something. Chat, if you hear me yell at some point, or go, what the fuck? I promise I'm okay, it's because there is a bastard in my room, TM. By bastard, I mean rat, and I saw it the other day, and I have traps out to catch it, and my goal, chat, is once I catch him, these aren't traps that kill them. I think it's a roof rat, because he looked kind of big when he ran behind my computer. I don't think... Okay, anyway, it's not a trap that's gonna kill him, it's just gonna catch him. So what I'm gonna do is, once I have him, I'm gonna put him in this little container he's gonna be stuck in front of my computer. And did you want... No, this is a new one, Vec. And then I'm going to make him watch my streams. I'm going to feed him Benny propaganda.
Nice.
Does that count as cruel as unusual punishment? Like our best shooter of the past 50 years. Can't wait to guard my high till I guard in high. You get high. Wait, I was about to say you get high, and I remembered what happened at the con when I gave you goodies, and you were like, "The ground is moving. The scorpions are moving the ground." A new one? Oh, okay. Well, the first one, okay. So like, the original one was like, I think like a field mouse because it was tiny. This one's not. So I'm gonna find it. I have traps set up with the good peanut butter. Trap the rat and read to him your fanfics at night. Like, hey, okay, I'm gonna read you this fanfic I wrote Leon from Warframe. Can you rate it for me? And the rat's just looking at me like, please, just kill me already. I'm like, nah.
Just going bug-eyed.
Man, I've set up some... Honestly, I think this one's kind of dumb, because, like, I watched it. We're not dumb. I think it's clumsy. Because I was sitting here, I was, like, you know, packing clothes and all that. I'm like, enjoying my days off from work. Trying to get ready for the week ahead. And I hear a thump. And I look over. I see... I didn't see it fully, but I saw it thump off, like, I think one of my monitors. And then try to climb onto the not my monitor, but like the monitor arm, and then to try to climb onto the other one, fell again, and then ran, and I think fell a third time, and then went behind my bed. And I'm just like, bro, aren't you supposed to be good at parkour? Like, why'd you sound like a cat scuttling off for dear life? Like, hello? Anyway, I'll find him. I've been cleaning and stuff and making sure there's nothing in here for him to acquire. But I will catch him. And when I do, chat, we'll do a special stream. That special stream will be, I'll have you guys send me memes and I show him the memes. I have 2 webcams. I can technically, like, set up a second webcam. That's just, like, live rat reaction. What do you think of my idea? Council. By council, I mean my 2 friends. What do you think of my idea?
Yeah, I think we should be forcing rats to learn English so that they can experience the joys of fan fiction.
No, we should. No, we need to teach them. We need to introduce the concept of taxes to them. All right, so we're making exploration world. Also, I found out, chat, we can hang out in Hypixel together. So if any of you want to hang out with me, let me know. I can set it up. booting. It's setting up. Pets are busy pets. You just live 2 to 3 years. That's why I don't want to get one as a pet. And I know it's gonna fuck me up when I lose them. Because you only have them for such a short amount of time. But I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk being big sad. Is it? It did it again? Actual insanity. Let me check something. Let me check something. Because it hasn't split up the YouTube stream into multiple streams. That's a good thing. Hasn't done it with the Twitter one either. Okay. I don't know. It's weird. It's only happening on, like, Twitch, it looks like. I don't know why. Twitch just crashing out, I guess? I'm in my game. What happened to half the world? There we go. I'm in the game. Look at me, chat.
Let's go.
Oh, the game's doing funny stuff on my end. Give me a second. No, why is my FPS 240?
Funny.
We're not doing 240. I value my life. There. Medium. 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 Low. Save changes. Okay. Let me out. I'm free! Okay. So we need to figure out how do we survive. We need to make a home. Yeah, we need to make a home. So I need rubble, it said. Any rubble. So we're gonna come back in here. Start punching shit. Weird shit. Oh, wait. There we go. Stone rubble. You. Wait, hold on. If I beat you up enough. Okay, you're not gonna give me shit. I can sit here. Oh. Oh, this respawn stone rubble. Okay, so we have some rubble. We have enough to make a hatchet and a pickaxe. We need plant fibers. Mind buffing your volume a smidge? Which volume? Game volume? I can do that. My voice volume? Okay, hold on. Am I loud enough? Hello? I don't know why it's making me so low. Maybe I just need to bring the mic closer to my face. Hello. I'm I'm up close in person. How does this make you feel, chat?
Intimidated.
Why are you intimidated?
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
I just want to talk in your ear, that's all.
Ah.
ASMR. I don't know. I could not do ASMR because sometimes I just start screaming, bro. Eggs gonna eat them.
Honestly, it's like I find ASMR just as a concept like fascinating, primarily because like I recognize the tingles, but it's not like something where my brain goes, "Ah, yes, I want more of this."
I need to find plant fibers. Eggs gonna eat the mic. If I'm too close to the mic, let me know. Actually, let me look at my settings real quick and Elgato. I love when things just break in the background for like no reason.
Oh, Kohak, if you're still in, fun fact about Skyblock, I'm one of the people who bought like one of the original rock skins, and there was like a solid year where I was just randomly getting DMs from people who were trying to buy it off of me.
That shit was so funny.
It's such an I wanted to make a video about it, but I was just like, I don't even know how I'd like frame this. I am working on a new video, and I'm trying a new format for it. And I was telling somebody who's in like, what was my best offer? I think it was like, I mean, people were willing to give me just about like anything, like billions upon billions of in-game coins.
I got berries. I see a warthog. Is he friendly? Are you friendly? Hi. You look so goofy. You look so goofy. See, I like ASMR because it helps me focus on whatever I'm doing. And I find that really, like, helpful.
Oh, look at the baby.
I find that really helpful. I listen to, like, the library book ASMR stuff. Or, like, the sound of, like, a controller clicking or, like, papers rustling. I love that shit. I love that shit.
Oh, yeah. One of the prime. Yes, I have the flushed one. And people try to, and I'm like, no, I don't care if I don't play this game anymore. This is a really funny thing for me to own. And the fact that you are so mad that you can't have it when I don't even play is great. Sometimes I'll just post on the forum, like, sitting on my $300 chair. Because that's basically what the real world value of that item is after so many years.
Why am I not getting any plant fibers? I need plant fiber.
My boy Sisyphus. Oh, but yes. So I'm working on my new video. Because I was trying to think, like, how do because I did a recording session just by myself, doing an idea. And it ended up being 2.5 hours. That's like 2.5 hours of, like, the run itself. Not, like, including any other attempts I did. And I was like, Squirrel. How do I put this
Of course you know the squirrel.
into... Oh, yeah, you were looking directly fucking at it. But yeah, I was like, how do I frame what ended up becoming self-inflicted Sisyphusian torture in a way where it's entertaining to an audience? And then I realized I am at my most entertaining when let me emphasize, the skin is already on the rock. But anyway, I'm at my most entertaining when I am going on an unhinged rant explaining a story of how I got into a certain position to people. So I figured, hello Ayaka. So I figured the best way to do it is to essentially write the script of how I'm going to explain what happened to somebody. Because initially I was like, no, I'm just writing bullet points because I'm just going to ad-lib most of it. And then I start writing jokes and it's like, oh, fuck. Hello, Calf.
What do you mean? It's short for Eggbird. Why would you make me John Egbert?
Just like how Hugh is short for Hubert.
Of which you are committing in my presence.
Ah, yes. Hughbris. Oh, it blipped again.
I don't know why it's doing that. Also,
But yeah. So anyway, I've essentially started writing a script of how I'm going to explain the events of what happened to another person, and then the video is essentially going to be one part me in VR chat talking to the camera, which is representative of my friend that I'm speaking to, who is also going to be asking questions, just interrupting me to ask questions. I'm not writing those in. I'm letting them organically ask those.
Chad, I found wheat. We found the weed.
No, you found wheat, not weed.
Yeah, basically, I'm writing a script that is the unhinged rant I'm telling to a friend, and then I'm gonna record myself in VR chat, like talking with my hands and stuff, harvesting the essence of life, so that I can just intersplice the footage of me telling my friend about it with the actual gameplay of what happened.
How the fuck do I get plant fiber? Am I going crazy? Am I not doing the
Want me to
right
Google it for
thing?
you?
Yes. I don't know where I'm going.
How to get plant fiber? Destroy bushes and plants.
I am, and nothing's happening.
That's it. I want you to I really want you to understand that is all the page that I found says. Wait, look at this shit.
It gave me plant fibers because I started punching the shit out of a bunch of them. This is bullshit. It's making me a liar.
I think it's just visualizing your impatience.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck me.
Meh. What was I saying? I got distracted.
Something about plant fiber.
I can't remember.
And then before that, teaching rats English so they can do taxes and experience fan fiction.
It's funny how I drag 7 friends to Arknight's Enfield, speaking something about Arknight's lore, which is another world in the universe. See, I have too many games already, but if Chad wants me to play it, I will play it. Is that a fox? Oh, you're cute. He's sleeping! That's cute. Is that...
Just an eepy little guy.
Is that dogs? Why do you look angry? Oh, you are angry. Oh, I need to run.
That is a wild wolf.
Boars, I need you to protect me. Oh, I don't see the wolf anymore. Okay, I guess we're safe. I don't know where I am. I just kind of wandered off. Oh, we're spawn. Here's spawn. When are you gonna play VRC again? No, I don't. When I move, so I can actually set it all up, because I have it all packed up right now. Okay, so I'm gonna make a hatchet. I made 2 on accident. No, I didn't. Wait, I did. Fuck. Fine. It's fine. Hey, you got here paying wild coyotes again. No, I'm fighting them. Well, I'm not. I didn't fight those ones. I ran. But normally I fight them. This game is doing something very funky. I gotta like not move too fast. Sword. Okay, we've made a sword. I have a weapon. We made a pickaxe. I have a weapon now. Anyway, I love women. I also love women. Also, chat! Even though it's the next day, tell Ayaka happy birthday or else.
Happy birthday.
I have a campfire. Now I need to make a bedroll. Actually, 2 days ago. I have terrible memory. Anyway, chat. Tell Aika happy birthday. Or else.
Happy birthday.
Mr. Warthog, I'm sorry. You might have to die.
Ew.
Hey, what's that? Oh! Oh, you're big!
Oh, he's just a little guy.
What about that screams little to you, bro?
It's short.
Where did he go? Oh, he's over there.
Oh, yay. Congrats on remaining employed.
I received news that my job is extending my contract, so I will remain an employed friend. That's good. I'm glad. I remember you were worried about that, so I'm really glad that things are turning out well, actually. Happy birthday. The real size Dakimakura of Leon is going to arrive soon. No, it's not. Okay, it's not my birthday. It's Aika's birthday. Aika likes women. It would be Marie. But I will take a Leon Dakimakura.
Do I need to find a fucking Leon Dr. Makara for you now?
Please.
I don't even know where you look for that kind of stuff.
I don't know either. Get fucked. Lamau. Ha! You tried to fight me and you lost. Oh, I'm poisoned. That's bad. Let me eat these berries. Berries will help me, surely. Honestly, from what I heard, probably Warframe's merch store. God, I wish. That's why I'm glad it worked out for you, Ayaka. Game's having a little bit of lag from what I'm doing for some reason. I'm not sure why. Give me food. Give me food, you son of a bitch. Yay. Are those turkeys? Those are turkeys. Those are big turkeys. I have friends that make all kind of stuff related to plushies. Hook me up with your friend's contact details for no reason whatsoever. What's that? Is that an owl? It's a funny looking owl. There's another disconnect? Bro. Okay, let me... Oh, I'm gonna quit the main menu for now. Let me check something then real quick on my end. What we're gonna do... We're gonna do internet speed test. And this will let me see what's going on right now. But I notice like even the game's acting up a little bit. So I'm gonna do a speed test real quick. Uno momento. Beep boop, Mad Hatter. Give me a second, I'm checking something.
I'm fine.
I returned.
Okay. So I checked my internet speed. And it's fine because my upload's at 15 megabytes. My download's at 112. Oh jeez, I'm sorry, Ayaka. At least you were able to enjoy it for a little bit though, right? That's like a good thing. Problem could be on Twitch's end. It could be. If someone wants to switch over to YouTube and watch YouTube for a little bit just to see if it starts happening over there, I'd appreciate it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close something out. I'm gonna close Firefox itself. I don't trust Firefox because Firefox for some reason is eating a lot of memory and I don't know why. So we're gonna close Firefox by hitting end task and fucking suffocating it. There we go. It's been destroyed. You're on the YouTube side? Okay, bad. Yep. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, Ayaka. I had to deal with some of that a few days ago. Firefox and AI shuts up their ass. So, see, the thing is, I don't really know another browser I could use. I don't like Google for obvious, or I don't like Google Chrome for obvious reasons. I've been told Opera GX has its own issues.
Yeah. One of those we are harvesting your data to sell it to advertisers directly kind of things.
Now,
Oh wait, hang on, Egg, I got you. Here. Check this out. I DM'd it to you.
Oh, that's insane. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Checking from the side, see if we get the disconnects. Thank you, thank you. Everyone is harvesting your data, so somewhat pointless. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, I just want a thing that works that doesn't eat up shit on my computer. I don't know why Firefox is eating so much fucking memory. Then again, I've been having issues with my computer in general. I actually am going to, since I now have that new case and I have the M.2, I do plan on, actually, what was it? I don't know what this is I'm approaching. Oh, it's a work in progress. Crazy. I do plan on, I think, because I know this SSD is dying. I'm going to swap it out for the M.2. Give everything a clean reinstall, because I honestly think some of the issues I run into is, like, I need to clean reinstall stuff. There's a mouse! Look at him go. He got stuck. Morning, Gage. And then... what was I saying? I was distracted. Alright, I'm gonna go fight these wolves now. There's a deer. Fight me! Run over here so I can eat my berries. I can't remember what I was saying. Basically, TLDR lost stuff on my is having issues, and I'm pretty sure if I just did a clean reinstall on a hard drive that isn't, like, slowly corrupting itself / dying, that should fix a lot of my tech issues. And everything else, YouTube and Twitch are at different points of your stream. Interesting. I think reinstall things when you update your PC parts. Yeah. Did you know that Koi travel in packs of 4? So when Koi are attacked, Koi A, B, and C can run, leaving only a decoy. Aster when I fucking... not Aster. Alistair when I fucking get you. Alistair when I fucking get you.
What did Alistair do?
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to worry about it.
Made a goddamn
What did he get
pun.
you? Oh.
Spoiler sludge face. Aw, thank you. Hey, I corrected myself. You can't get mad at me.
You know, I came up with a pun recently, but the punchline involves eating people, so I don't know how cleared we are on that one.
You want to eat me?
No, I have a pun where the punchline involves that act. Like, in terms of the structure of the joke. Oh, it flipped out.
Built different, you fuck. Huh. I killed your friend, what are you gonna do about it, huh? Come on! Ha! Give me your letter. You built different.
Should I let the joke rip?
Yes,
It's a simple pun, but
that too, Gage. I'm very excited for that. Go ahead and share the joke with the class.
all right. Vor with a clown. Call that in jest.
I fear the jokes you make when the jester outfit is created.
Listen,
Okay, confirmation. The disconnect.
that's a funny one. That's a good one.
The disconnect happened in Twitch, but not here. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder why. There was a rabbit! Is that a jackalope? Oh, it's a jackalope! That's kind of fire. I don't know what to do with the essence of life. I just know I have it. So I have hide. I need light hide. Okay, I don't need wolf hide. I need something else. I need lighter hide. So I need to go fight, like... I need to kill, like, the smaller creatures, I think. But in fact... Oh! We got... Oh. Bro. Get... Ha! Suck my dick. Haha! Here, another one. Come on, find me. Fight me, you son of a bitch. Why'd you get back up? Oh no, he's down. Jester outfit honk to the titties honk. I could probably make them if I tried. It's because, like, I have a few outfits.
Please.
Hey, were you good?
Yeah. Sometimes a bear just wants to honk a titty, you know what I mean? God damn it, not the fucking exclamation point clip.
I'm catching your ass in 4K, bro.
With these disconnects, I'm surprised they're catching it in any resolution.
Fuck you.
Please.
Perfect use of the please.
Yep. I enjoy fulfilling my role. See, this is how you actually play the role of a jester. Just be funny but slightly antagonistic.
Is it really antagonistic or is it horny?
The second part was antagonistic.
But I want to get a few outfits made for Cryptid, and one of the ones I want to get made is a Jester one, because I think it'd be funny. Ooh, what's that? Chat, do you want a really good recommendation? What's the recommendation?
another blip.
I can sit here.
That is a thing you can do.
Look at me, Chad.
Congratulations.
Look at me. Look at me, Chad. Buy mozzarella like an apple. Trust me, you will enjoy life. I want mozzarella.
You don't have it. Cringe.
Well, I have my allergy. I probably shouldn't have mozzarella. I need to acquire. The wolves are back. I love how everyone had the exact same experience heading to my basement. You thought I'm not gonna fight that. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it can do to me. Give myself pots of mozzarella. God, I want mozzarella. I want cheese now. I shouldn't have cheese because of my allergy, but I want cheese. Monster? No, not Monster Umbrella. Mozzarella. Where do you hear Monster Umbrella? I'm sorry, pigs. I have to kill you.
That's a new one. That's a new one.
Okay, you did not give me the hide I'm looking for. I need small hide, so I need to go find rabbits. Yeah, I want to learn how to make mozzarella at home and then just eat the entire ball that I make. What do you think, Chad? Bitch, you just talk to me? It's okay, there was 2 boars with that baby. So, like, I didn't make the baby an orphan. It just has 1 parent now. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. It is perfectly fine. Trust. Hatter, I have a question for Dal. Points at you. Your name... I'm sorry, Mr. Fox. Why are you jumping me? Bruh. Since your name's Mad Hatter Bonzi, what is Dal? Because considering you have Bonzi and Mad Hatter in your name, and I swear I'm not insulting you when I say this, it makes me think of Bonzi Buddy, but with a little, like,
I was
with a
thinking the
little
same
hat.
thing.
Why are you jumping me? The egg says after staffing the fox. You leave me alone. It was a valid question. I've yet to get the letter.
Wait, you attacked the fox first? And you're asking why it's jumping you?
Don't worry about it.
It started aggressive. It was carrying a cell phone.
That is so fucked. Bonzi Buddy dipped in mercury. Why do you want to dip Bonzi Buddy in mercury? I
I
don't.
dip him in tar so he can scream loud as fuck.
The work in progress sign is hilarious.
What did Bonzi Buddy do to y'all that you want to like torture the damn thing?
Isn't Bonzi Buddy like a virus?
What happened? Yeah,
I don't know.
it was
Fox
some
was
kind of
Holy
like
shit.
fucking
Hello, Elaine Starr. Welcome.
Hello. We have new friends. Hi. Hello. Hello, Hytale Gremlins raid. Hello, fellow Hytalians. I just started, and I got I got jumped by a fox, but I won. Hello, hello, how was your stream? How far did you get in it, Alen? Those of you who have not met me, my name is Egg. I am a chaotic VTuber who likes to play horror and indie video games. I've been watching a lot of people play Hytale, so I am also playing Hytale. And I have my friends here. They're my emotional support friends. Oh wait, I just circled back to where I was from. How was the game for y'all? I hope it went well. My friends are at the late stage here, and I'm working on finishing up the workbenches. There's a late stage already in this game? Like, I just started. I'm barely trying to get... What is that? Oh, there's cows. Look at the baby cow, bro! That's so cute. I like the cows. You did buy on release. That is fair. I just got it, like, today. Mad Hatter disease is a real thing. It's caused by mercury virus because mercury is used to shape felt hat. Huh. I didn't know that, actually. I've learned something new today. I love the baby models in this game. I'll tell you that right now, out of everything, the baby models are... I'm in love with them. They're just sweet, sweet, sweet babies. But I'm still trying to find light letter, which I know comes from... I'm guessing comes from rabbits. I can't find the rabbits, though. It is a very pretty game. I do like the variety of things I've ran into so far. I see the spider. Oh no, I saw a mouse earlier and I was losing my mind. It was so cute. And then it ran away from me immediately afterwards. Which, I can't blame it. It probably saw me, like, just start murdering people. It was like, nah. Nah, I'm not dealing with that. Speaking of a mouse, look what we found! Sorry, little guy. You have hide. Where'd you go? Come back here. Come back here. Give me your hide. Give me your hide. Give me your hide! Where'd you go? Where did you go? Did I even get it? I didn't get shit.
What? You need... Nice job.
I just jumped around the mouse for nothing, bro. I don't know what a bonsai buddy is, but Mad Hatter Part is my title, and bonsai is my name, and I have had my for a very long time. I first created it back when the internet was become more active, and I was playing RuneScape for the first time. The first public internet dial-up. I'm old. Oh, that explains it. Basically, Bonsai Buddy was a tool, quote unquote, like internet assistant you can have on your computer, but eventually, like, the files got corrupted with a virus because the original creators of Bonsai Buddy didn't really, like, keep it up. Slash, like, keep it updated. Hence the meme of Bonsai Buddy being a virus, because it was hijacked. You despawned that mouse for nothing. Listen, I thought I could get the hide from the mouse, alright? The mice are very cute. I can't believe it's okay, I won't murder any more mice. I just gotta find a rabbit. I don't know what I'm heading towards, but this looks cool. There's bones. There's lots of bones. Structure. Wait, I can loot them? How do I loot it?
Loot goblin.
Oh, there's a guy in there. There's a guy in there. There's a guy in there. Chat, I don't like that. We're gonna go the other way. Oh yeah, he looks tough. That's why I was like, oh. I don't even know where I am. Woo, that that a village? What are you? Oh fuck! Never mind, 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 never mind. No, 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 no. Leave me alone. 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 Oh, this is a troll. I just randomly ran into a random troll camp. Let's just go up here. If its health bar moves, it can die. Kill it. Okay. Go away. Oh! Oh, I need to run. I need to run. I need to run. I need to run. Why did I do that? Why did I think that was a smart idea? This is what happens when I'm left in the wild to wander to my own devices. This is what happens. Okay, climb. Okay, we have to think. I need to get light hide somehow, and I need to make... I should probably make a chest. Get fucked, idiot, Lamau. He tries to find me, but at what cost? Wait, what is that? Oh, there's what I was looking for. A rabbit. Come back here. I'm sorry, cute guy. I need your letter. Where'd you go? Here. Oh, there you are. Okay. I got the letter. I got one light hide. We need to find another one. Evil arc. What do you mean? I'm just trying to get myself shit I need. I'm just trying to get myself stuff I need. I got nothing from that mouse. That's a cow.
All that for nothing.
It's okay. We've gotten one light letter, and that's what matters. Now we just need to find another rabbit. And I'll have what I need. Oh, I think that's a village. The little worker. Oh, there's a skeleton in there. That's crazy. I'm taking your house. My house now. Yeah, nice setup too. Ooh, I got armor. There we go. My name's changed over the years, but the Bonzi part has never changed. I think I've gone through 7 name changes, and that's just because as I got older, the names attached to or other words no longer fit me or my personalities anymore. That makes sense. I've gone through a lot of name changes, but that's just because, like, when I was younger, I used to, like, change my name a lot. I would, like, not only just change my name, but also my identity, effectively. Or not my identity. I had a bad habit of, like, disappearing and starting fresh over and over and over, right? So, as I got older, And so I wouldn't like be doing that constantly while with this name. But I also just really like this name. I only have it. Ooh, we found corn as a joke, or like not as a joke, but like it originally started as a joke, but now like I've bonded to the name. Because there was a guy who was trying to make fun of one of my partners, calling him Edgy, and I was like, I'll show you Edgy. So I changed my name to this, and they were like, ha, that makes your nickname Egg. I'm gonna call you Egg from now on. And I said, okay, bet. And now it's now it's mine. I literally stole it from them. Imagine flexing on someone who tried to bully you. I got a stamina potion. I'm so far from home. I need to head back. The sun is setting. Ooh, more corn. Hello, chickens. Goodbye, chickens. Hello, frog. Goodbye, frog. I just have a username John Smith because I like Doctor Who. I've had some interesting usernames. Some of them I cooked, and some else like, what was I doing? Fun fact, my first username I ever had on the internet was on RuneScape, and it was like, I think it was like Lavita20 or Miss Lavita20 or some shit like that. Because I couldn't come up with a good username, and I was addicted to like, that Lavita Mickey, like, Disney CD that's like, just like, I think it was like Disney songs, but in Spanish or something. It was like it was something like that.
That's probably why I've never heard of it. I was gonna say I haven't.
And so I took the
Heard of this.
Lovita part of it, and then slapped like 20 at the end, and that was my username for like a very long time. I find it very funny. Look at these baby pigs. They're cute. Trying to make my way back home. It's very hard. But I think we made it. Okay. Boop. We made it. I've used my real name as my first username on Steam. That's insane. Okay, so now I can almost make that, but I need to get stone so I can make a builder's workbench and a normal workbench. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go mining right here. Easy. Let me in. Let me in. Hey. Oh, I need plant fibers too. Make a bed. Make a workbench. Make a builder's workbench. We also need torches, but I need to go get tree sap for that. Fuck, I set myself on fire.
How do you do that?
I walked into a fire pit immediately after I said that.
Why would you do that?
Do I look smart to you? with that. It cuts the whole tree? Oh, hell yeah. That's all I want in life. Oh. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Okay. Okay, made out of the hole. Alright, so, we are cooking, chat. We are cooking. So now we can make some crude torches. There you go. I haven't made a wooden chest yet, but I think we're okay. So, we also have a workbench now. We have a few interesting things that we can work with. We can make a campfire and cook a basic meal. So I'm going to make the campfire. And I want to put it over here. Now, we could put wood. What if I put berries? We can put meat, I'm assuming. Now we're cooking the meat. We have the meat. We have the meat. Sucks that I can't cook the berries, because I would probably cook. Like, we could cook the corn. We are roasting vegetables. Yay. I should put my bedroll here too, so I have like a little area. Here I am, sleeping under the stars. As intended. Now I can make stuff here. I can make daggers? Oh, that's insane. I can make a bow and arrow. What else can I make? Wait, I want to make a furnace. That sounds useful. We need more tree logs and more stone. Easy. I love that I can just cut down trees like that. I won't lie, that is super nice to have. I'm so used to Minecraft's trees. How deep does this? Oh. Like, how deep does this fucking tree go, bro? Let me out. Come back over here. I want to see what happens if I put wheat in here. More roasted vegetables! Oh, that would make bread, honestly. We're cooking. Chat, we're cooking. I'm a cook. Do you trust my abilities to cook? I'll say I like this game so far. This is really fun. I just wish my internet was nice right now, but that's okay. We can fix that later. God, I have so many vegetables. Vegetables. Vegetables acquired. I also like that the campfire auto turns off. Like after it's cooked, whatever you put in there. That's just a nice little addition. We need to make furnace, so I need more stone. I need to get my hands on more stone. Stone. Like, have I already told you about how every time I try to play, oh my god, what's it called? The game that we were playing together. Every time I play by myself, I just get jumped. Struggling. I can't remember what I've told you. I have terrible memory. Good morning, dead man. How is thou? Okay, so we got stone. Actually, I'm gonna get more stone. I'm gonna need more. Stone. Beep, 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 beep. Ignore that spider. We don't have beef with the spider. We do not have beef with that spider. Unless he comes and attacks me. Then we have beef with the spider. Then I will jump him. Open sesame. You son of a bitch. Thank you. Come on, you son of a bitch. Let me in. Okay, so I think something's going on my internet right now because the game itself is also having issues. And even though I checked it, it's still making my stream hiccup on Twitch. So I think for now, because everything's hiccuping so bad, I am going to raid out for now so I have some time to see what's going on with my shit before I go to bed. Because, like, even in the game, I don't know if you noticed, like, it's the inputs are acting up. So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna switch over. Hello, John Cross. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end stream here while I go find out what's going on with my internet. Because I know I've been having some issue with my modem, so it might be like I need to reset the modem, but if I reset the modem, it's gonna end stream in general. So I'm gonna do a few things to see what's going on. Is this the Minecraft everyone's talking about? It's Hytale, but it's really fun. I was enjoying the little bit I was playing. But right now, like, I think it's my internet just acting up entirely. It's either my internet or it's my computer. It's something, but I need to go figure out what's going on. Because even now, I'm trying to load up Twitch so I can raid someone. And it's not letting me load up the commands. Like I'm trying to do the commands, not letting me. Twitch, not Twitch. Firefox is just perpetually loading. And it's weird because you saw me check my internet speed. It was fine. But, and yet, it is acting up terrible on my end. So, I'm gonna send y'all to go. Hold on, I'm trying to find someone for us to raid. You just got here. I'm so sorry, Ice. My shit's acting up. It keeps disconnecting like Twitch every like few minutes. And it's also affecting my game, so I need to go find out what's going on. Okay. I will attempt to see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to send y'all to go and see. It lets me load this. Here you go, chat. Go look at cats. Behold the cats. I will try to see what's going on, and I will hopefully fix things by tomorrow. For now, I must deep dive what is going on my end. Okay. Alright. Goodbye, chat.